welcome to ABC Interactive English. I am Shane.
And my name is Sydney. And today we are going to be talking about a very special topic, a very meaningful topic to the both of us, I think.
Yes.
It's called The Comeback of Film Photography Part 1.
Okay.
And just before we started, we were kind of talking a little bit about how photography has really changed over the years.
That's right.
Definitely from when I was a kid, definitely from when you were a kid.
Right. See, I grew up in the 80s.
Wow.
You grew up like in the 2000s.
Yeah, I'm a 90s baby, but I grew up mostly in the early 2000s.
I'm a 70s baby and grew up in the 80s. So I was so far away from digital photography. You grew up basically once you started taking photos by yourself. I'm sure you have photographs that your parents took of you.
Yeah.
But when you started, probably got your first camera, you probably had a digital camera.
Yeah, I feel like my very first digital camera I got was somewhere around 2009, and it was a very pretty sky dusty blue Sony camera, I think. And I remember taking on vacation and taking photos, taking selfies with the camera lens kind of pointed at me, which is kind of crazy to think about.
Cool.
And taking beach pictures and family photos. But you're right, growing up in the early 2000s, a lot of pictures of myself when I was really little, around 3, 4, and 5, were really taken on film cameras.
Well, it wasn't until around the year 2000 that I was living in Spain at that time, and they just introduced for consumers, for like an average person could buy a digital camera for about $100 US.
Okay.
And I bought one, but it was only 0.3 megapixels, so 0.3 MP, which is very, very low resolution. It's not a very clear picture. And it didn't have a view,
like a screen.
And no screen. So you take the pictures, then you have to take them home to your computer, and then you can see the pictures that you took.
Wow.
So that's how low level my first digital camera was.
Yeah,
so,
really, really incredible how photography has really changed over the years.
That's interesting.
According to our topic today and the title of our article, we're going to be talking about the comeback. So film photography is kind of slowly making its return.
All right, let's check it out.
Today, people take hundreds of photos on their phones and digital cameras. They find the ones that work and share them on social media. All that happens pretty quickly. Because of that, many people thought film photography was out of the picture. However, the traditional method is making a comeback. In fact, it's really popular with young people.
Okay, so like we said, the comeback of film photography. So this is part 1. So let's get into the article.
Yeah, let's do it.
Today, people take hundreds of photos on their phones and digital cameras. And I would say mostly phones, right?
Yeah, definitely phones.
I don't even own a digital camera. I own one, but I haven't used it in ages because I think the digital camera on your phone now is quite powerful.
Yeah, it really is.
And takes really clear, really good photographs.
Yeah, with smartphone technology, whether you have an iPhone or an Android, the quality of photos and videos that comes out now is really, really great. I think I've even heard of some people shooting entire movies on iPhones now.
Yeah, I just watched a Taiwanese movie that was all filmed on an iPhone.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So great. Technology is really making some advancements.
Right.
So to continue on, it says, they find the ones that work and share them on social media. All that happens pretty quickly. So yeah, I mean, the technology today is very advanced. So it's very easy to take a quick picture, take a quick video, and then instantly upload that onto social media.
Right. By the time you take the picture, 10 seconds later, it's on social media. It's just like that, right? Everyone, not only can you see it, but everybody you know can see it.
Exactly.
Right? And people that you don't even know. Okay, continuing. Because of that, many people thought film photography was out of the picture. Now, when we say that something is out of the picture, it means to no longer be involved in a situation or to not really be relevant anymore. So they thought that basically, who needs print photographs anymore?
Yeah.
So we have digital. Why would we be doing film photography?
Exactly. Sometimes in English, we like to say out with the old and in with the new.
That's
so you
right.
can kind of think that film photography is kind of like the old, and then entering more into the digital space is being in with the new.
Right. And so an example sentence for out of the picture would be, they broke up last year, so he is now out of the picture. He is no longer relevant.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Okay, let's go to Tina, and we'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Tina. 今天课文的主题是底片摄影再度流行。现在啊，人们用手机和数位相机拍摄大量的照片，然后从中找出满意的照片，分享到社群媒体上。整个过程在短时间内就可以完成，所以很多人认为底片摄影已经过时了。同学们，你们认为呢？底片摄影真的过时了吗？我们来看看文法哦。Out of the picture 就表示不再重要，已经消失，这是一个固定用法。我们来造2个例句。第一个 ，When the new manager arrived, the old system was out of the picture. 新经理上任后，原本的制度就不再适用了。下一个例句 ，Mike quit the basketball team, so now he is out of the picture. Mike 退出了篮球队，所以现在他已经不再参与其中了。接着我们回到课文当中。
All right, so we are going to continue along with our article about the comeback of film photography.
All right.
So it then says, however, the traditional method is making a comeback. Okay, so kind of talking about the traditional or kind of old way of doing something, the old way that we used to take photos and capture our memories.
In this case, meaning film photographs,
yeah, film
right?
photography.
Film photography.
So we do have a vocabulary word here, which is the word method, and that is a noun. And a method is just a particular way of doing something. So I guess you could say the traditional or the old method of taking photos was to use a film camera.
Okay, great. Continuing. In fact, it's really popular with young people. Isn't that interesting? This kind of reminds me of how a lot of young people now are starting to listen to albums.
Yeah.
唱片, right? Where like their parents used to listen to albums growing up, and now that has become popular again for a while already to listen to old record players and using those to listen to music instead of MP3s.
Yeah.
So it kind of reminds me of the same thing. It's just kind of like the circle of life.
Yeah, everything kind of comes back around. It is very full circle.
Because it becomes cool. Like the old stuff later becomes cool again.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I guess young people like to relive their parents' days or kind of, they get very interested and intrigued by things that they would consider to be very vintage, I guess you could say. So physical albums, record
we say
players.
retro.
Yeah, very
sometimes.
retro, kind of cool. Yeah.
All right, let's head to Tina, and we'll be right back.
其实最近呢，这种传统摄影的方式再度流行起来，它非常受年轻人的欢迎哦。我们来看看课文里面提到的单字 method 名词方法。There are many methods of cooking rice. 有很多方法可以煮米饭。文法的部分提到了 A is popular with B. A 受 B 欢迎。Popular 指的是受欢迎的。我们来看看例句。The new game is popular with children. 这个新游戏很受小孩的欢迎。接着我们回到课文当中。
Okay, so super interesting. I really think that this is kind of cool that young people especially are getting into film photography. And you know, it's totally different. It's a totally different form of expressing yourself and going out there, and it's a lot different than digital photography.
Yeah.
Just the process.
The process, yeah. I think people, maybe they find, because film photography takes a little bit more time and effort to really, I guess, capture the essence of and to kind of do it, maybe they find it a little bit more satisfying that they have to put a little bit more work into the art form.
Great, cool.
Yeah.
Let's go to the second part of the article, and we'll be right back.
With film photography, people can only shoot 24 to 36 times a roll, so they slow down and take photos more carefully. That also gives each photo more meaning.
All right, we are going to continue along with our article, kind of talking about the comeback of film photography. I think before we talked a little bit about how, you know, digital photography and kind of working in the digital space is very quick, fast, and very instant, but now a lot of young people in particular are kind of taking interest in film photography.
Right,
so we're going to continue.
Let's continue. With film photography, people can only shoot 24 to 36 times a roll. All right, so in one roll, because remember, like, you get like a roll, it looks like a roll, like if you were eating sushi and you had a little roll of sushi, it does kind of look like that, right?
Yeah.
And in there are 24 to 36 photos that you can take, right? So we have a vocabulary word, shoot. So to use a camera to take a photo or record a video. That is the verb to shoot.
Yeah.
So an example sentence would be, we need to shoot some photos of the beautiful park today. Okay.
Yeah, all right. And kind of like what you were saying before, we do have our other vocabulary word here, which is the word roll, that I guess you can kind of think of it as like a little sushi roll or like a little burrito that kind of goes into your camera. But a roll is basically just a thin, lightweight strip of film that's kind of wound or rolled together and used to actually capture the images in a camera. So essentially, without that roll and without the film wrapped around itself, you can't actually take the picture. So
you can't get the image.
Yeah, you can't actually get the image. So you need that to actually capture the image. Then you can take it out and kind of get it developed. It's
a whole process.
Yeah, it's the whole process. The art of film photography.
Okay, let's go to Tina.
使用底片摄影时，一卷底片只能拍24到36张照片，这真的很少诶。我们现在用手机拍啊，跟朋友吃顿饭，一下就拍了10几张了。那课文里提到的单字啊 ，shoot 动词，它指的是拍摄。它的三态是 shoot, shot, shot。The director will shoot the movie next month。导演下个月将拍摄这部电影。Roll 名词，一卷卷状物。I need to buy a new roll of paper towels. 我需要买一卷新的纸巾。接着我们回到课文当中。
All right, so we are going to continue along with our article.
All right.
So it says, so they slow down and take photos more carefully. So kind of referencing what we were saying before we kind of passed it to Tina. You know, you only get about 24 to 36 kind of photos or shots or chances or actually at taking a photo. And, you know, you have to use a roll to kind of actually capture those images. So because you only have a limited I guess, amount of photos you can take, you have to really slow down, take your time, and shoot very carefully.
That's right. You got to be more picky, right, about what you're taking. Okay. That also gives each photo more meaning.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If you only have a limited amount, you really want to, you know, be sure of what you're taking a photo of.
Yeah, because you're being very selective and you're really thinking about, will this be a good photo? And you're really putting your mind and thoughts and effort into taking the photo.
Yeah.
Right. So we have an example, vocabulary word here, which is meaning. It's a noun. It's the idea or feeling that a word, sign, or action gives you. So for example, you could say, I do not know the meaning of this difficult word.
Yeah, and I mean, speaking of film photography, I think I remember being on vacation as a kid when I was really little and my mom and dad trying to take pictures and get the angle right and the lighting and looking through the little viewfinder thing.
Yeah.
Right? So you really did have to really be very sure of what you wanted to take a picture of, because once the roll kind of ran out for vacation, that was it.
Well, because now, of course, it's like, let's take a photo, a family photo.
Yeah.
You take a look at it afterwards and you're like, well,
like,
your
my
eyes
hair
are
wasn't
closed.
Right, and your eye was closed.
Okay,
you weren't smiling.
Let's
and
do it again.
Johnny's picking his nose. Let's delete it and try again. Exactly. Exactly.
But when you're doing with film photography, it's like you get one chance, and you got to get it right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's go again to Tina, and we'll be right back.
因为一卷底片只能拍20-30张，人们会放慢速度，谨慎地拍下每张照片，这赋予了每张照片更多的意义。课文里的单字 meaning 名词就表示意义。The color red has different meanings in different cultures. 红色在不同文化中有不同的意义。文法的部分提到了 slow down 慢下来。Slow 在这里是动词的用法。举例来说 You should slow down and enjoy the moment. 你应该慢下来，享受这个时刻。接着我们回到课文当中。
All right, so today we have been talking about the comeback of film photography and how a lot of young people are still kind of into the digital space, but slowly gearing more towards film photography, and how you do have to be a little bit more careful and particular when taking your photos.
I think that probably people will be doing both, right?
Yeah,
You'll still be taking selfies and taking digital photographs with your friend, but as a hobby, you could be doing film photography.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
think it's probably going to be something like that.
Yeah.
All right, why don't we go ahead and review this article again, and we'll see you tomorrow.
All right, bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Today, people take hundreds of photos on their phones and digital cameras. They find the ones that work and share them on social media. All that happens pretty quickly. Because of that, many people thought film photography was out of the picture. However, the traditional method is making a comeback. In fact, it's really popular with young people. With film photography, people can only shoot 24 to 36 times a roll. So they slow down and take photos more carefully. That also gives each photo more meaning.
我们来复习一下这一课的重点单字跟文法。单字的部分 method 名词方法 shoot 动词拍摄 roll 名词一卷卷状物 meaning 名词意义。接着我们来看文法的部分 out of the picture 不再重要已经消失 The old rule is out of the picture now 那条旧规则现在不适用了Sam left the club, so he is out of the picture. Sam 退出了社团，所以他不再参与其中。A is popular with B, A 受 B 欢迎。The cafe is popular with local workers. 这间咖啡厅很受当地上班族的喜爱。Slow down, 慢下来。Max needs to slow down and take it easy. Max 需要慢下脚步，放松一下。以上就是这一课的重点单字跟文法，那我们下一课再见喽，拜拜。
Okay, everything's pretty much set for now. The venue is ready and the event schedule is planned. We just need someone to track and manage all the donations. Any ideas?
Definitely put Michael in charge. He's a real clean potato. I've never seen him lie.
Clean potato. So you're telling me he's a potato?
No, it just means that he's very honest and upright.
Ah, got it. Well, if he's really as reliable as you say, then he's the right choice. I'd hate for there to be any mistakes or shortcuts when it comes to such important funds.
Don't worry. With someone like him, everything will be handled properly.
Hello, everyone. Today's phrase is clean potato.
Right. It refers to someone who is honest, fair, and full of integrity.
Just like a potato that's perfectly clean with no dirt or blemishes.
Exactly. So when someone is a clean potato, their character is spotless and their intentions are pure.
Here's an example sentence. You can trust him with the money. He's a clean potato who never cheats.
Or she's a clean potato, always doing the right thing even when faced with temptation.
So being a clean potato shows that you make ethical choices and are someone others can count on.
Exactly. And that's all for today.
See you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.